we will perform all of our asana, all of our postures in the chair. There may be some weeks that we use the chair as a prop and actually stand up and get out of the chair. Today, we will take the opportunity to stay seated, right, the whole time. So I'd love for us to begin with some breath work, right? So the chair in yoga is just like any other tool, any other prop. It's there to enhance and to support our practice and to deepen our practice, right? So if you just signed on, I did ask that if your feet are struggling to find the floor, do put some yoga blocks underneath your feet or fold up a towel, right, to make contact so we feel grounded. When we're grounded, our nervous system reacts favorably, right? We get into our parasympathetic nervous system. We feel safe and secure. So feel that your feet are on the earth, that I am away from the back of the chair, and periodically I will turn the chair around just so you can see my shape, right? But you stay where you are. Right? So I'm not leaning back. I'm using my core and my postural alignment to be in the present, to be here and now. So please do the same. Scooch slightly forward so you're not leaning back on the chair. Engage that center of balance, which is located just below the navel, that 3 fingers width below your navel. When an instructor says pull your navel to your spine, it's really that space between the pubic bone and the belly button that we want to engage. Or softly pull that back, chin in, and see if you can climb up isometrically, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lift yourself up, crown of the head to the sky without popping your chin up. Yeah. Maybe close down the eyes and take a big relaxing sigh of the breath out. One more time. That sighing, that releasing breath relaxes 70% of unconscious holding in the body. If you have an ujjayi breath in your practice, if you know how to engage in ujjayi breathing, victorious breathing, maybe that is something that you can start right now. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, right, that's okay. Just feel your inhalation. Maybe bring the hands to the low ribs on your inhalation. Feel the rib cage expand out to the side and to the front, and then the exhalation, feel everything kind of knit inward. Small cinching of the waist, right? Inhale. So diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing, if you're not familiar with ujjayi breath, just softly belly breathe. Maybe please close down the eyes and we'll breathe for a few moments more. Can we infuse this breath with a feeling that which you'd like to enrich, to encourage, that you'd like to feel more of? Right, perhaps it is a resolution, right? If you're one who sets resolutions, maybe it's an intention just for this particular moment or this day, or maybe, like I said, it's something that you want to invite in, a feeling, a healing feeling word, that which you'd like to feel more of in your day or in your life. Can you kind of synthesize it down to a word and breathe with that word being realized? What does it feel like in your body to move through your day with patience or forgiveness or ease if you're struggling with pain or joy, right? Maybe you want to reclaim your happiness. What does it feel like to move through your day with connection? Right? Maybe you're feeling that lack of connection. Whatever it is you'd like to feel more of, can you breathe? I'll be quiet for just a minute. I want you to infuse that intention, that healing feeling word. And the last 3 breaths, we'll change this just a little bit. On the inhalation, hear your voice in your head saying, I am. And on your exhalation, hear your voice in your head, or maybe even say it out loud, that word, right? I am, whatever healing feeling word or resolution or intention. I am commitment. I am love. Inhale, say I am. Exhale, say that word 2 more times. Nice. Just release the phrasing and try to stay connected to that belly breathing or that ujjayi breathing throughout the class. And slowly start to open your eyes if you haven't done so already. And I'm just going to take my hands. I'm going to stay forward. I'm not going to lean against the back of the chair. I'm going to take my hands and move those sitting bones, move the flesh away from the sitting bones. And physically, again, I'm going to turn around. You stay where you are. And physically move the sitting bones back so it tilts the sacrum naturally, so our spine is nice and long and we're in the best posture possible. My ankles are underneath my knees, my ribs are over my hips, my shoulders are over my hips, and my chin is softly in towards the throat. So you can hang on to your thighs or you can hold on to the chair for this. We're going to take that cat-cow sensation, flexion and extension for the spine. So I'm going to pull, engage that core, that low belly region, that center of balance. I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to tuck my tailbone forward and arch the upper back, look down to the belly, shoulders relaxing down the back. They are not invited to the party. Inhale, send that sacrum, that pelvis back. Lead from the hips. Right? The heart will lift forward. Maybe you look where the wall meets the ceiling, or maybe you look all the way up to the ceiling, whatever works for your cervical spine. Tilt the pelvis, find that flexion, that roundness in the spine. Inhale, lift the heart, send the pelvis back. And then turn back to the front. So even though we're in that chair, our goal is to be feeling all alignment principles initiate from the pelvis, right? So like I've been holding on to my belly, you can hold on to your thighs or the chair. Nice and slow, moving with that word, right? Moving with your intention. Inhale, I am. Exhale, that healing feeling word. We've got one more. Maybe linger in a posture a little longer for the last one. In our chair, we're still going to move the spine in 4 directions. That is our goal of every yoga class. Flexion and extension, twisting and side bending, lateral flexion. So we'll pause here, and hands can rest on the top of that iliac crest. They can rest on the top of your hips, so you can hold on to the chair. Still focusing on that pelvis, we're going to push back and kind of roll the pelvis. This is a little tougher to do in the chair. So this is good for our brains, good for our mind-body connection, and to roll the hips in a little circle, okay? So I'm just gently rolling around, imagining that I am trying to roll around all the numbers of the clock, right? You can kind of see my torso moving a little. I'm trying to keep the knees, the legs, and my torso as still as possible, really working from the pelvis. If this is challenging for you and you're like, what are you doing? You can just rock, right? Rock the hips up and down like a little teeter-totter, side to side, until you feel pretty comfortable. And then you can pelvic tilt back and forth like a little mini cat-cow, only from the pelvis. And maybe then start to throw them all together and combine them. Yeah, just go slowly. We're going to go the other direction. If you've been circling, let's try the counterclockwise of the other direction from which you were going. Try to soften. If you notice you're gripping with your toes or squeezing your glutes or your inner thighs, try to soften. Right? Bring that intention, that healing feeling intention to your movement. Even if you think it doesn't relate, it does, right? Maybe you set a New Year's resolution of, committing to something, committing to weight loss, committing to eating better, right? So commitment would be your word, or consistency, right? Or habit. And we'll pause, kind of low rock side to side. You can infuse that into your yoga practice. We'll take a big inhale, lift the heart to lift the arms, sun arms. Maybe you look up, you don't have to. Right? Relax the shoulders and the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, float the arms down, please. And leading with the ribs, leading with the heart, get really buoyant. The arms will follow. And we inhale by lifting the ribs, lifting the heart. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Feel that action coming from that heart space rather than you just flinging the arms up. One more time, beautiful sun breath, sun arms, lift the heart to lift the arms. We're gonna hold here this time, interlace the fingers overhead, right? And then press the palms up to the sky. See if you can straighten the arms, bring it all the way up to the sky. If you need to put a bend in the elbows, please do. And then wherever you are, I want you to sigh the breath out, drop the shoulders, pull that navel back. Lift the ribs away from the waistline to create some space, and then press the left hip to the left. Lift up and long from that side body. So we're not just kind of cramming the spine over to the right. We're lifting and we're reaching. We're intentionally placing the body. Right? Can you kind of push that left shoulder back, that left pec back? Oh, very nice. So this is going to require some core strength. Press into the feet, pull that navel space back to lift yourself up safely to center. Inhale, exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Same thing. Inhale, lift the ribs, get nice and long, create some space, push those hips to the right. Lift and then lean. Right? Kind of encourage that right pec to come forward, that right shoulder blade to go back. Maybe you look up, pull that navel space back. Use core strength to pull that belly back, drop the shoulders away from the ears, lift up, move one more time. Explore where you can go. Maybe you look up, relax the shoulders. Can you smile? Right? Add that smile on your face, communicates to your brain that you volunteered to be here this morning, that you're happy about it. Pull the navel back. Right? Lift up, exhale, sigh the breath out. Good. Use that belly to carefully come on up. Relax the arms down. Give a few shoulder rolls backwards. Right? Big, healthy shoulder rolls back. Looking good. All right, so we're going to come into Gardasana, eagle arms. I'm going to show you an option first. If you have any projects going on in the shoulder, if you have any neck or shoulder tension, I'm going to show you a modification first. So the modification is to just give yourself a hug, right? And then notice which arm is closest to your body. Most likely it's your dominant arm. So you're going to give yourself a hug. You're going to try to wrap those fingers underneath or just around the scapula, your shoulder blades. And then notice where my shoulders are, yeah? You want to exhale, create some space. Pull that navel space back, and then lift the elbows slightly away from your chest. So this is your modification for eagle arms. right? So stay there if this is where you'd like to be. And our other option is to take the arms out, palms up, take the right elbow underneath the left, and lift the fingers to the sky. Just the backs of the arms can touch. We want a straight, strong wrist. If you're reaching for your fingers, and so very commonly we see this shape where the right hand is grabbing hold of the left thumb, which is fine, but very often we compromise our joints to find our shape, right? So I see a lot of wrist bending and arms doing crazy things. Please don't do that, right? We never want to feel pain in the joints. So just arms can touch, that's fine. If you're able to keep the wrists straight and strong, then grab hold, that's fine. Don't forget your option to give yourself that hug, drop the shoulders, lift the elbows. So same thing, even in the eagle wrap, keep drop the shoulders, lift the elbows, keep reaching the fingers towards the sky. One more big breath here, and then we're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Keep the arms exactly where they are. Breathe. Ooh, that's sensitive, right? Inhale. Exhale, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Just notice the difference. One more time, relax the upper back. Try to bring some ease where there is tension. Center, center, last time, left ear to the left shoulder. Ooh. Nice. Head to center, slowly unwind. Float the arms down. Give a couple shoulder rolls. Nice. And we're going to drop before we go to the other side. Drop your chin all the way down, shoulders back, drop your chin all the way down to the chest, like gravity. And just kind of open up the back of your neck. Flexion for the neck, the cervical spine. And engage that core and slowly roll the head back up. All right, so remember which arm was closest to your body, and probably your dominant arm. So give yourself a hug with the other side. So for me, I've got my left arm closest to my body now. Drop the shoulders, lift the elbows. Still stay grounded in those feet. And again, maybe left elbow underneath the right, and backs of the hands will touch. Or maybe you double cross like a rope and hang on to that right thumb. Wherever you are, shoulders relax, elbows up, and try to keep the elbows slightly away from your body. Beautiful, breathe. Wonderful stretch for the shoulders, for the upper back. Thoracic outlet, you should feel this maybe in the back of the neck. Wonderful neck and shoulder stretch. Biceps. Nice. And we're going to just drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the shoulders away from the ear. Left ear to left shoulder. Breathe and smile to your body. Are you still moving and breathing with your intention, with your resolution? That healing feeling word. Lift the head up to center. Exhale. Right ear to right shoulder. Just notice the difference, right? Less range of motion. Come on up. Slowly open. Give it a shake, shake, shake. And then shake them up. Shake them down. One more time. Shake them up. And shake them down. Even give a little shimmy all around. So you might need to move slightly forward on your chair and start to really engage the core. And then again, ankles underneath your knees. We're going to hold on to the side of the chair. We're just going to give a few little hip circles. So my glutes, sitting bones just at the edge of my chair. Just giving a few little hip circles to prepare and warm up the hips, right? Roll the other way. And then just gently extend, sweep and bend, right? Flex the foot, point the toes, little knee lift. Just warming up the hips and the knees so we can open up and get a little deeper into our practice. Yeah, and then just kind of open up that knee for a little little half butterfly. And same thing, other side. You can keep the foot down, or you can lift the foot off the floor, do little hip circles here. Hang on to the chair if you're worried about your balance. Roll the other way. No right or wrong, just kind of juicing up that hip. And again, extend, flex the foot, point, lift the knee. Just bringing some synovial fluid into the knee, into the hip. Roll whatever you need to do. And then open up into the Ardha Baddha Konasana, that half butterfly pose. Good stuff. And staying maybe towards the edge of your chair. Find that posture, tilt the pelvis ever so slightly. Encourage that right knee to come up to the chest. Interlace your fingers around the hamstring. And then one more time, just extend that leg, give a little flex of the foot, point the toes, drop the shoulders, flex the foot, point the toes. We've got 3 more. Inhale and exhale, matching your movement. Yeah. And then you're going to bend that knee and encourage the right ankle to fall onto the left thigh. I've got my right foot flexed slightly, not so much, I'm sickling it back, right? Creating all this unnecessary arching and tension. And then I'm going to softly encourage a little weight. You don't have to do this. I'm going to just gently place my hands on my right thigh, not on the knee, but on the thigh. What is your modification, right? If you can't bring this right ankle to your left thigh, no problem. Just cross at the ankle, right? You can, same thing, a little soft touch on the thigh or not. So totally up to you. Do flex lightly, softly that foot. And you've got some choices here, right? We have choices. We can stay just like so. We could lift the rib cage with our chin in and a straight spine. We can start to hinge from the hip and look just about a half a foot in front of the left toe, right? We don't want to lead with the chin. We don't want to round the spine. So I'm just going to turn my shape so you can see. Right? Lift up, straight spine, straight spine, straight spine, straight spine, chin in. And wherever the body stops you, just adding a little more weight to your hips. You don't have to do this. Wonderful stretch for piriformis, for the glutes, and for the abductor. This is a great thing to do if you have any sciatic pain at all. Great for the IT band, the outside of our leg. A few more breaths. So pigeon pose, right? This is how we modify pigeon pose in our chair. Pull that navel space back. I'm going to stay in this shape and find a little bit of a twist. So lift the ribs away from the waistline, create some space. I want you to lead with your belly button, your ribs, and then your eyes. So belly, ribs, eyes. Move the belly button towards your thigh. Keep, yeah, the eyes forward, then the ribs, then the eyes. Now hinge again from the hip and start to, maybe you stay up nice and high on your thigh. Some of you might take your left hand through that little window and drop the right arm so the arms are parallel, palms facing each other. And you might start to fold a little deeper. So we're just a little bit of a twist here. Stay engaged in that right foot, please. See how this feels. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, right? If something doesn't feel friendly to your body, we don't need it. So do more of what feels good and ditch the rest. Pull that navel to the spine. Encourage the hand to help you lift out of your shape, right? And support that leg into your knee lift. Hold on to the hamstring one more time. And this time we're just going to let that foot dangle like we're testing the waters of a nice pool or body of water. Just going to roll the toes around. Roll the other way. Yeah, and then extend again. Interlace those fingers around the hamstring. Extend out. Turn to the side so you can see that I'm not leaning back, right? I'm not leaning forward. Directly in line with the spine. Flex that foot. Some of you can stay there. Some of you might walk your hands out and lift the leg a little higher. Come to the toes. Again, not leaning back, and try to be in line with your hips. One more big breath. Carefully guide that leg down and just sit for a moment. And feel the sensation in the right side of your body. Feel sensations in the hip, in the muscles of the leg. Does it feel different than the left side? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel lower? Any sensations at all? Just recognize. And when you're ready, we will interlace the fingers and place them around the left hamstring. Just extend that leg. One more time. Scoop that knee up towards the chest and extend the leg. Point and flex. Point and flex the toes. Sigh the breath out. Good. Pull that navel space back. Bend the knee. And I believe that we opened up this side already. So flex your foot and notice if there is any different sensation, different range of motion. Right? Maybe on the other side, your knee was more parallel to the floor. Right? I noticed that in my body. My other side, the knee was down more. Please don't force your body into a shape. Right? Let it do what it wants to do with breath. Maybe it'll start to lower. Maybe it won't. Right? So again, if you'd like to place hands on thigh, that's great. Use your breath. Infuse that intention. Sigh the breath out. So again, we're very happy here. Stay here, right? Feel friendly, feel supported, feel good to your body. If you'd like a little sensation added to the hips, lift the ribs, get nice and tall and long on your spine, chin in, hinge forward, lead the heart towards the shin. Think chest towards shin, right? Not the chin. Sigh the breath out. Just encourage openness, encourage this juiciness in your hip. Infuse your intention into your hip. So the option for us is to stay here, right, or to stay just straight up, or if you'd like to try to find that twist, come out, right, of your bow. Lift the ribs away from the waistline. Keep your eyes forward. Move the belly first, then the ribs, then the eyes, and then hinge forward again. Maybe that right arm comes through that little window, that 4, and then the left arm parallel. Right? Palms facing each other. Gentle flex of that foot. So if you notice your right sitting bone popping off the chair and you're just kind of teetering on the left, then try not to lean so far forward, maybe really ground down in that right foot, right hip. Remind yourself to stay grounded, or maybe you put a hand on the hip. 2 more breaths. Use that core. Pull the navel back, chin in. Inhale and exhale to come out. Interlace those fingers again. And then just kind of roll the lower part of your leg in that little circle. Point the toes gently down. Good. And then roll the other way. And we'll kick through that foot. Again, noticing your posture. Right? Pull that navel space back. Pull up from your pelvic floor. Maybe the hands stay here. Drop that hamstring into the hands and push the hands into the hamstring. So to activate the musculature of the arms. Some of you might walk The hands out a little longer, the leg might go higher. Some of you might hold on to the foot again. Maybe put a little bend in your knee, right? Pain in the joints is no good. And so notice what's happening in your knee. Bend the knee if you need to, or back your hands up a little bit. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Carefully, carefully start to bend that knee and guide your foot down. Yeah, pause for a moment. Should feel pretty nice. Yeah. We're going to heel toe our feet out. Nice and wide, nice and wide, nice and wide. Wider than even your shoulders if you can. And so we're coming into a goddess pose. So I'm going to carefully teeter off the edge of the chair, right? So my feet are wide, my toes are turned out, my knees are tracking with my second toe, and I'm going to bring my arms into cactus shape arms. And we're just going to drop the shoulder blades away from the ears. And again, think belly button first. We're going to move to the right, belly, ribs, and then eyes. Pull the navel space back, come to center. Same thing, belly, ribs, eyes. Yeah. Nice. One more time. Belly, ribs, eyes. Little twist. Other side. Nice. We're going to come center and carefully, maybe you put your hands down first and send the bum back just a little bit. Hinge from the hip. Hinge from the hip. Right, bring those hands down to the floor if you can. If it doesn't feel safe, just rest your elbows on your thighs, right? So a little wide leg forward fold here. And I'm going to move my left hand, place it right underneath my nose. Again, belly, ribs, eyes to the right. I'm going to twist to the right. Maybe option is to keep your right hand on your hip. Sorry, so your joints of your left arm should be stacked, wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in a line. Twisting, maybe you stay here, maybe you reach for the back of the chair, or maybe you lift that left arm, or sorry, right arm up to the sky. Connecting into that left foot, left hip. Slowly release that right arm, hand down, move the belly, ribs, eyes. Maybe your left hand stays on your lower back, on your hip, where you hold on to the chair, or maybe that left arm lifts up to the sky. Good. Twisting goddess. Eyes can be down, eyes can be forward or up. Prefer them down so that's safer on the neck. Good. Slowly float that arm down, and then carefully bring your hands to your thighs, slowly push back. We're going to turn our right toes out to the right. Turn the left toes forward. So the left leg will extend. Right knee is 90 degrees, toes to the right. Warrior 2 towards the right. Okay? So still kind of feel like you're squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. You're lifting that energy up, up, up. Arms are parallel. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And look down that right arm. Take a little smile. And then turn the head, look down the left arm, chin is parallel. One more time, look forward. And look to the left. Good. Look forward, down the right arm, down the right arm. Inhale, lift those arms up to the sky. Turn those feet back to the center. Hinge from the hip. Right? Some of you might stop here, half a forward fold. Or some of you might come all the way down to the ground, forward fold. Little vinyasa in our chair. Exhale. Arms, pull your navel space back, right, towards your spine. Arms out like airplane wings. Engage the upper back so you're safe to lift all the way up. Arms come up. Exhale, switch sides, right? Extend that right leg, turn the toes to the front. Left knee moving towards the left pinky toe. 90 degrees, warrior 2 to the left. Look down the left arm, relax the shoulders. Feel friendly in your body, right? Little smile always helps. And then turn the other way. Come back to the left, relax the shoulders, and look down the right. Okay, come back to center, or sorry, come back to looking down the left arm. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Right in this here and now, feeling, bring your head to center, living our intention, living our healing, feeling word. Turn those toes and heels back in, hinge from the hip. Right? Maybe you stay half a forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana, or maybe pull that belly button towards the spine, all the way fold. Good. Arms out like airplane wings. Pull that navel back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so you're using the strength to lift yourselves up carefully, carefully. Yeah, and then you're just going to lift your right knee towards the right elbow. Again, arms maybe in those cactus shape arms to really challenge yourself, right? To lift the knee and twist again as we've been practicing belly ribs, right? So we're really making that core work. Woo, woo. A couple more. Exhale. Yeah. Working on core strength, core stability, improves our balance. Last set right here. And then we're going to stick with that. Take the hands. You can make little fists and bring your knuckles towards your temple to ensure that you're not pulling on your head. Or if it feels better on your head and neck, place open palms at the back of your skull, but push your head into your hands, not the other way around. Please don't pull on your head and neck. Yeah. So you might want to scooch back just a little bit so you don't slip out of your chair. Pull that navel space back, chin in, nice and tall on your spine, and little side bend here. Yeah, use core strength to lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull that navel space back. You have 2 more sets. Whoa. Nice. One last set here. Again, stability, flexibility, strength in our core helps to improve our balance. Very nice. Roll, roll, roll. Good. And we'll heel toe those feet out one more time. Little dancing warrior series in our chair. So if you need to scooch forward again, please do. Bend that right knee, extend your left leg. And make sure still, even in the chair, we want that right knee moving towards the right pinky toe. Pull that pelvic floor up. Open up those arms. Nice. And reach that gaze towards the right middle finger, looking down far past that middle finger, right? That right arm pulling you into the future, right? That doesn't exist. It hasn't happened yet. Don't give in. You feel that left arm that's reaching, pulling you back to the past, to the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Don't give in. Feel your core, feel your center in your presence, in your here and now, right? The places that matter: head, heart, hara, head, heart, belly, right? Those 3 brains, that neurology in the body, everything in the center, in the present moment, awake and aware. Slowly start to reach that torso, head, heart, belly towards the right. Place that right elbow on your thigh. Maybe the left arm goes up to the sky, or the bicep goes by the ear, or you could hold on to your chair. Really open the heart, right? These postures are asking us to be open in that center channel. Maybe the right arm goes down to the floor, right? Maybe you deepen your extended side angle, whatever feels friendly in your body. Maybe look down if your head and neck are feeling tight. One more big breath. Slowly start to use that core to lift that energy, lift that intention up, up, up. Gaze up, up, up. Maybe your left hand stays on the chair and you just slide it down the back leg, or maybe your hand goes to your calf. Lift your heart, peaceful warrior, exalted warrior, lifting that intention to the sky. Pull that navel back, and come back through center. Present moment awareness. Nice. Heel toe those feet in. Just pause, see how that feels. Moving and playing with that intention, and gathering that energy from your present moment awareness, lifting it to the sky, lifting it to the universe to be realized. Let's try it on the other side. Left knee is 90 degrees, right leg will come out straight, really anchor down. Whole right foot is on the ground. Yeah. Open that left knee towards your left pinky toe. Head, heart, belly, all in the center. Relax the shoulders down, but reach those fingers out to the side. I am that, right? Inhale, I am. Exhale, your healing feeling word or your intention or your resolution. Be here and now. Start to move your heart, your head, your belly over to the left. Use that side body, engage your core. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe your elbow stays here. Maybe your right hand stays behind your back or hold on to the chair. That's all great. Is it friendly? Is it good in your body? Yes, then keep doing it. If not, make an adjustment. Maybe you take that right arm up to the sky. Maybe you take your bicep by your ear. Maybe you take that left rib cage, heart to the sky, and reach, extend just a little longer. You don't have to, whatever feels correct in your body. Yes. Use that core, lift that intention, right? Sweep it to the universe, move that belly, that rib cage, that heart up to the sky. Dip back as much or as little as you desire. Is it friendly? Do I feel good? Am I lifting my vibration? Am I lifting that energy, that intention? Use breath to come right back to center. Warrior two. Woohoo. Good. Release the arms, heel toe those feet. Snuggle back in your chair. And just pause for a moment. And so I am now seated all the way back in my chair. Just feel the sensation up the spine. It removed all that energy up Sushumna, up that central axis. Yeah, very nice. So if you feel like there is something that your spine is calling for, we have moved the spine right in 4 directions: flexion and extension, twisting, side bending. If you feel here right now that there's something that needs to be kind of molded, played with, right? If you need a few cat cows in your chair, or a little side bending, or gentle twisting, right? Feel free. Feel free to also give me a little chat if you're not sure, if you have a sensation in your body and you're not sure what to do with it. Now is a good time to maybe ask. So whatever feels appropriate in your body. We've got one more thing to do before we leave each other this morning. So if you're stretching, if you're moving around, keep doing that. If you're ready to come into your final relaxation pose, start to do that as well, right? So you're going to move yourself all the way back in your chair, feel fully supported, feel the feet on the ground, feel your sitting bones in that chair, feel grounded, feel connected. And maybe even tell yourself, I am stable. I am connected. I am grounded. And again, if your feet aren't feeling that, hold up a towel or put some blocks underneath your feet. Feel that connection. The hands can do whatever you feel natural. I will tell you this, energetically, if your palms are down, if you're feeling kind of a little hyped up or a little energy, right, a little zingy, palms down help to ground you, right, kind of lower that energetic temperature, if you will. Palms up gives you a little more energy. Or you might want to just place your hands on your belly to feel that ujjayi breath or your belly breath. We start to close down the eyes. Follow that inhalation, and if you need to, sigh the breath out to relax any holding in the body, please do that. And then coming back to breathing in and out through the nose. Can you hear your voice in your head on your inhalation saying, I am? And on that exhalation, that healing feeling word or that intention or that resolution. 3 times here, I am. And then just softly bring awareness right to the crown of the head. Don't force any feeling to occur, just be curious. You just notice awareness, notice breath, sensation at the crown of the head. Maybe you sense a light color at the crown of the head. And can you move that awareness, that light, inward, right, to the folds of your brain, your beautiful brain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Bring light and awareness behind the eyes. Thank you, eyes. Bring light and awareness to the inner ears. The outer ears. The folds of the ears. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ears. Awareness to the nostrils. Notice the cool air as you breathe in. The warmth as you breathe out. Thank you, nose. Thank you, thank you. Awareness, that space between the nose and the upper lip. Be aware of your lips. Maybe they're touching, maybe they're slightly parted. Bring light and awareness to your lips. Bring awareness to the teeth inside the mouth. The tongue inside the mouth. Whole mouth, radiant sensation. Awareness to the jaw relaxed. The back, the sides, the neck, throat. Awareness to the shoulders, light, relax. Thank you, shoulders. Awareness to the chest and the upper back. Light and awareness to the ribs and the lungs, to the belly, the organs of the front of the body and the back of the body. Light and awareness to the spine. Thank you to this structure that supports us in our practice throughout our day. Awareness back to that navel space. Thank you, belly. Love your belly. Awareness to the hips. Light. Maybe filling the whole pelvic bowl with that light, radiant sensation. Awareness to the tailbone, to the buttocks, the backs of legs resting in the chair, the knees. Thank you, knees. The lower legs. Awareness to the ankles, the toes, into the soles of your feet. Can you smile into your toes? Feel yourself connected and rooted into the earth. Bring that light and that sensation to the soles of the feet. Can you spread your light to the surface of the earth? Spread your intention. Spread your light. You are a conduit. Feel yourself pulsing and radiating as you give this sensation to the earth. And as you breathe in, can you feel this pulsing, that radiance coming back to you, right? Giving and receiving of energy, intention, resolution, healing, and feeling. Giving and receiving. Continue to feel that pulsing, that radiance, light waves, sound waves, vibration through the feet. Feel it bubbling all the way up through your feet, up your body, maybe even to the palms, to the tips of your fingers, up the spine to the crown of the head. Radiant sensation. Sit here for a few more breaths with this feeling vibration of giving and receiving of your light, your intention. Gently start to place a smile on the face, and with eyes closed, bring your gaze down towards the floor and just kind of flutter open the eyes, or not, right? If you'd like to stay longer in this meditation, stay here. Feel free to sit and stay long after I leave you this morning, and as long as you'd like to stay in your meditation, feel happy to do so. Otherwise, we'll start to open up our eyes if you're ready to complete your session this morning. Stay or not, wherever you are. We'll bring our hands together in the center of the chest, right palm receiving left, left receiving right. This gesture is called Anjali Mudra. Anjali means to offer. Let's offer our heart to our head. Lift gently that heart up and offer head to heart. Soft bow. As I bow in honor to the intention in me, or the healing feeling one in me, or the resolution in me, which bows and honors the intention in each and every one of you. In this space, we remain one. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If there's any questions that you need to in the chat, have a beautiful week. See you next Wednesday.